All right. How's it going tonight, everyone? Welcome. We're doing an impromptu stream tonight because, well, I saw it yesterday and totally forgot about it. But most of our infrastructure has been down since yesterday morning at 5:50 in the morning. So nearly 40 hours. Because of AI crawler bots. Because AI. Yep, AI. So great. So fucking great. Solves all the problems, except all the ones it creates for everybody else. So, previously we had been using a very simple caddy config to trick the AI bots to make them fuck off, basically. But it appears now that the AI bots are just running any arbitrary JavaScript. So what we used to do was, if they weren't verified, right? So if they didn't have a cookie named Reaper, whatever, I changed this. This is why we're actually up and running right now. And if they weren't in one of the allow list here, the things that have to be able to get through for our shit to work, then we would send them a plain text HTML page with a response that just wrote a JavaScript that wrote the cookie, right? So I had to write the cookie, and then we were returning 418. I'm a teapot, because that makes it much easier for me to diagnose when there's a problem, right? If I see a 418, I know what the problem is, right? So anyways, if they get to that, so if they're unverified, they get that page, that's it. If they are verified, they get this. So somebody just shared with me on Mastodon that apparently there's this TDM header thing, which I didn't keep that page open. All right, how's it going, Flumbort? Welcome. How are you? So anyways, there's this whole page about avoiding AI crawling, and apparently, if they're legitimate, you can add this HTTP header and they'll fuck off. The problem is these aren't legitimate bots, right? These are people with like stuff in like Alibaba Cloud and other shit like that. Like I haven't dug into exactly what's going on tonight, but it's them, right? Because they don't honor robots.txt and they're doing all this other shit. But they don't do any rate limiting. They just full bore hit your shit. So, alright, I'm going to leave the TDM reservation in here, most likely, just because maybe it'll work. But none of this matters, right? So here, if I do this, if I make the cookie actually work, so right now what's happening, you'll see I'm telling them to write a cookie named Reaper3, but I was requiring a cookie that said reaped. So they don't ever get the real page, right? I just keep sending this page. So what we're going to do over here is we're just going to load HTOP here, right? This is HTOP on the server. Everything looks fine, right? Not a big deal. Nothing big is going on. Except you see Caddy's running pretty crazy, but that's okay. I'm going to save this. Caddy won't restart from this. I don't think it does. No, right? So then we're just going to system control restart caddy, and then we are going to journal control HTKeeper minus EF. You'll see right when caddy comes back on from HTOP. So caddy died. Oh, here it comes. And they're just crawling everything, and they're using like it's not even necessarily the amount of the request. Like this is a light sprint, right, for most web servers. The problem is this is a code hosting site, so all of these reads are very costly, right? Like who the fuck is doing an annotate on a bunch of stuff here? Okay, I saw it in here, but not. They're looking for the log for this file. They're getting the theme, the JavaScript, blah blah blah, right? And it's just this is it. So what ends up happening is memory gets maxed out. The CPU is not necessarily the real problem. The problem is the memory gets maxed out and everything starts getting killed. And then that's it. That's the end of it. That's the end of the story, right? Everything gets killed. Stuff doesn't come back up online, doesn't come back, and we're fucked. Right? So if we start digging through some of these IP addresses, we'll probably see that most of them are from Southeastern Asia, because they generally are. Not always, but yeah. AP Nick, Southeastern Asia, right? So, like, this isn't Anthropic. This isn't OpenAI. This is just some fuckheads, most likely, just running shit because they can. No, that was the Caddy config file. So Caddy is a reverse, it's an HTTP server. I was gonna say reverse proxy server, but it's not entirely true. It's a modern HTTP server that its whole point is to make configuration super simple, including stuff like Let's Encrypt certs and stuff like that. So the config specifically, this is for, so the Caddy config, like if you've done Apache configs before, right? You would have like a virtual host name equals whatever, blah, 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 right? Caddy is literally, you put the site name and the HTTPS says you want to listen on HTTPS. And if you set up a Let's Encrypt admin email address, it'll automatically go and manage the cert for you. And then, right, you want to set a reverse proxy, then you just reverse proxy here, right? And I'm telling it to pass the real IP address to the remote host to the reverse proxy. That's it. That's all you really need. Yeah, right. So like, if we look for something easier, right, like kb.imfreedom.org, this is just a static site, right? So the root for it is srv www.kb.imfreedom.org, and then we run the file server. That's it. That's the whole config. And that'll go and negotiate the cert and everything. It'll just work. Now, this one for HTTP Keeper is a bit more because we're trying to block people that are, you know, abusing stuff. But you'll see, right? I made it so these bots can't do anything. I effectively took the site offline. But anybody who's still on the allow list works fine. But anybody who's not, which is even me, technically, can't reach it, right? So right now, the more fun is, like, don't try to go to the site. It's going to fuck up your browser, right? And that's the point, right? If you try to go here, it's just meta refreshing constantly, right? Look at this flipping around, right? That's what all these bots are getting right now. So that's fine, but like I need to solve the problem so I can actually bring it online and leave it online. So what we're gonna do is, it looks like the only answer is again Anubis, which sucks, but it's all right. The thing that sucks about so I haven't done Anubis in a while. I was running Anubis on a lot of our stuff. It's still running in front of review board. But I stopped using it and I started moving away from it because the bots were somehow still getting through. And even though I was updated, that was weird. And like, even though I was a patron and, you know, should have gotten support, they weren't giving me support. So I was like, well, fuck this. And I canceled my patronage and moved on. But here we are again, stuck dealing with these fucking AI bots. And I swear to God, if one more person tells me to use fucking Cloudflare, I'm going to reach through the internet and strangle them. How's it going, Matt? Welcome, welcome. No, I hear Cloudflare has a free plan. So, I coined a new term tonight, too, which I'm not sure if it's been in use before, but it's new to me. So we all know about single point of failure, right? Cloudflare isn't just a single point of failure. Like, if Cloudflare has an outage, so much of the internet has an outage, which is insane. But Cloudflare is also a single point of surveillance. So, like, Cloudflare can't do their blocking stuff unless they decrypt everything, right? Cloudflare can see everything. And we know this because Cloudflare was doing something with passwords. What were they doing with passwords a while back? They did like some study on users' passwords. Yeah, so this is what it was. They're talking about password reuse, right? And they know this because they get to see all the unencrypted HTTP traffic. because they TLS terminate. Now they re-TLS back to your backend, but the user to Cloudflare, like a user's request to your web server with Cloudflare in the middle does not have end-to-end encryption, right? Cloudflare terminates the TLS that the user sees and renegotiates a new TLS connection with you on the back end, which means they can see everything. You know, from totally innocuous to whatever the hell other shit you're doing, right? And this says that, right? This blog post literally says that's what they're doing. Our data analysis focuses on traffic from internet properties on Cloudflare's free plan, right? Oh, so part of free is you can spy on all my users, which includes leak credentials detection as a built-in feature. They're like, they have a built-in feature that literally says your data is not encrypted, as like we look at your data as it goes through us. But yeah, go ahead, put more on there. Like, just unreal. And people will still use them, still support them, still pay for them even. And just, ugh. Like, yeah, I get it, but Christ. All right, so anyways, what we need to do is we need to update Caddy that's running on, or we're going to update Caddy that's running in front of review board. All right, so if you go to reviews, imfreedom.org. Okay, well, we still have Anubis running here. I'm apparently, my token or whatever is good yet. So, we're going to start by upgrading that and then go from there. Oh, we got another window. The problem is, I don't remember how I did any of this because it's been so fucking long. Right. I don't have a separate role for it. It's built into the roles. Okay. Oh, right. I think, okay, yeah. So, the reason we're going to do it this way too is this will help us verify it. And like no one's using a review board right now. I mean, no one's using HTKeeper either, but it's much easier to test that than spinning up HTKeeper, getting completely obliterated as we try to do our testing and then have to shut everything down so that we can tweak and make a config change, right? It'll be much easier to figure out the stuff we need to do on review board, which we can keep up and running. And then if that has a problem, then, you know, we can fix it. It's not a big deal. And then once we figure out all the changes, then we can go back and turn it on for HTKeeper and hopefully be done. So, it's probably in defaults. No, this is supposed to be using latest. Okay. None of this is tagged. Why is none of this tagged? How do we do this again? There's it's in here somewhere. I've done it different a couple times. That looks, oh, I was like, that looks like a problem because it's YAML, it's indent or white space dependent, but this should be fine. Sure. This is probably super out of date because I haven't touched it in forever. Okay, so we can still say the file name on the include task. Oh, yeah, right, because args is separate. Okay. All right, so what we want to do is we want to say args. What was it? Apply. Apply. Tags. Anubis. All right, so the whole reason of that is so we can say Ansible, playbook, review, board servers. I think it's -T for a tag. All right. Oh, dash tags, Anubis. But then we want to do, it's like check or something to make it not actually do anything. I'm just trying to make sure the tag, yeah, okay, check. Don't make any change, instead try to predict changes. Okay, yep. All right, so this is going to go through that whole playbook, and apparently we didn't hit anything. All right, why didn't we hit anything? That should have worked. Oh. Because I put everything in a block trying to be smart. Okay. So, yep. Oh, and no, why is this doing all... Oh, right, because the whole fucking block got it now. Stupid. Maybe we shouldn't do blocks. Oh. I have tags in here twice now. Oh, right. This is dumb. So the problem is, like, this task doesn't have the Anubis tag, so it doesn't get here. But if I put the Anubis tag here, it applies to everything. Which is dumb. Alright, so I guess what we can do is this. Alright, if we move this to the top level, and then we deal with Vim's shitty indent. Okay. How do we still get nothing? Oh, right. Oh. Hold on. We need to try this. I might have been dumb here. We need to try that. Yay! Okay, that does work with the block. But it turns out that the include task, yeah, definitely needs to have the tag as well. Okay, so now we can just do Anubis by itself, which is good. All right, so it looks like it's going to update the image, and then it's going to restart the container because the image will change, right? So if we get rid of check, what we can do real quick too. I'm on the wrong machine. There's a lot of shit running here, as you can tell. Well, so we should have review board Anubis, which has been running. Well, yeah, I rebooted the other day, so it has not been updated in 5 months. The other reason to do this is I'm assuming we are going to break some shit here. All right. It's been a while since we've updated the image, so is it going to work? I don't know. But we're going to find out. and we're going to find out on the site that's not being attacked. So that we can actually, well, I mean, this might be being attacked too, and Anubis might be helping it, but... Alright, well, looks like it's mostly running. I'm okay here. Okay. Looks okay. So nothing crazy, nothing weird. That's good. Oh, right. All right. Save 10 gigs by deleting old images. Nice. Alright, everything else here looks more or less okay. Alright, so that was relatively painless. Right, so that's good, right? But we need to test first, right? We're not just going to start deploying shit and then be like, oh, okay, it's fine. So... Alright. We should probably clean up the other stuff in here, but this is fine for now. I don't really care. So luckily, I left the Anubis file in here. And I just deleted it from here, which is okay. And clearly I did not do a whole lot here, but that's alright. Yeah, this is where it gets shitty. Alright, what do we have here? Oh, let's do this first. Oh boy, I apparently did a much better job writing this time. Oh, okay, and I don't have the bot policy in here? Wait, what? How the fuck are we deploying this? Let's try this against Anubis old. Okay, so that looks a lot more alike. I probably copied the other one from this one. Okay. So what the hell is I doing in this one? Oh, this is to download and install it locally. I think this was part of my attempt, thinking that the container was somehow exposing it. And that's how they were getting around it. But I don't remember, because this was like a year ago, or more. Alright, well... Oh, we did commit stuff here. What's all different here? Oh. Okay. Anubis. .yaml. To Anubis. Native, I guess? Sure. To move Anubis old to Anubis container. .yaml. What's my phone bleeping about? Oh, you know what? I just realized I didn't say thank you, Floonboat, for the 74 months. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Okay, so... Alright, so... we're going to move this to Anubis container. And this way it makes more sense than old versus new. We actually know what the hell they are. Alright, so again, it should be the same deal, but now it's going to be HG Keeper servers. So it shouldn't actually do anything. All right, it's not going to need to get the Anubis. Wait, we've got everything here. It's like, wait a second. All right, I still don't know why we got everything, because we shouldn't have. All right, review board. Yeah, what the fuck, man? It was dash dash tags, right? Yeah. Like, this shouldn't matter, but... Uh-huh. What the hell is so different? Very confused. Maybe the always tag is the problem. Like, it shouldn't be, but I don't think there's any built-in tags. But like, it's not there. That apparently was the problem. Did I not move it? Apparently. Oh, so the caddy file is going to have to get updated too. But okay, so there's some other problems too. It's okay. Ugh. Anubis image is undefined. I don't know why it's undefined. It should be in defaults. Oh, I must have deleted it. Or not? Alright, well, whatever. Keyboard, default. Oh, yeah, we should... Fuck. Alright. Yeah, why don't we just do this? Oh, I'm gonna have to bind to a different port, but that's okay. All right. It should just be HE Keeper, I think is the container name. HE Keeper app or something. Oh, fuck. It's this problem. The HE Keeper isn't running in a container right now. It's running on the host. So, and inside in the containers, you don't get to know. Oh, that's right. That's what we do. That's what we do. Let's do this. Oh, right. Oh, idiot. Okay, this doesn't matter. I'm like, I don't want to share secrets. As long as the HG Keeper Anubis does not end up, well, even if it doesn't end up on a Docker bridge, it doesn't matter, right? So, the Docker 0 bridge IP is what we can use. The 172.17.0.1, we can use that from inside a container to reach something on the host. Oh, no, well, will it work? It might not work. I might have to make HG Keeper list. Well, I guess we can just try it, right? Let's just go into review board app, or not? Just it's just review board. Yeah. So nothing's listening on that port right now. Okay. I don't know where the config for all this. Oh, I know where some of it is. We don't. Oh, it's in the template, isn't it? Caddy file. Yeah, okay. So what we should do. Right. So instead of listening on 127.0.0.1, we want to listen on 172.17.0.1. And that should work, right? There's no reason why that shouldn't work. We're just using the Docker bridge interface to run our container. Okay. I guess we're going to test this way before. Look, I can't run the whole Ansible playbook right now because now it's going to do half the Anubis stuff, so we just have to work around it. So we modify the HTTP service file on the host to make a 172.17.001 system control daemon reload docker, or not docker, system control restart HTTP. And that's that. Run as LTPN type grep HTTP. Now it's listening on that interface. Docker run. Not run. exec -it review board bash curl 17 http :/172.17.0.1 and now we get the page. Okay, cool. So this is, yeah, I already got the alert that I can't access anything right now. Sorry, we're gonna do the same trick here for a second. Let's see, /caddy cd comp.d vi keep.imfreedom.org. So again, this is still broken, that's fine, but we're gonna make the infrastructure think it's happy by doing that. Is that gonna route wrath? Oh yeah, okay. So that's, well no, that gave me the caddy thing. Yep. All right, cool. So, yep, that's all routing right. It's doing the right thing. Once the health check hits it again, it'll pass again. So, now we can reach it from a container. Yay! Oh, that's not what I need. Listen address. No, we're going to change all these review boards. Well, oh, I fucked up. There we go. And yep, okay. So Vigil is now seeing it back as online. Vigil is in the allowed list. Oh, right, we gotta do this. All right, so the target is 172.17.0.1:8080. HKeeper Anubis port. This looks wrong. I don't know why these are separate. We should probably change this, but it's fine. Oh yeah, why don't we just do it? All right, it's already a template, so who gives a shit? Oh, wait, no, go back. Right. Shouldn't have to fuck with that anymore. But we do need to look at these roles. Actually, Okay. Again, I don't know why we have Anubis port and other stuff. Oh, we're going to do this. Yeah, this is still using a bolt data. Okay. So for better or worse... Okay. Okay, HKeeper router. Oh, I don't know if we have that set. We'll figure it out. Okay, it's going to copy bot policy. We should probably copy that from the other one. Just get rid of both of those. That's fine. Was there a caddy file in here? Oh, it's a template now, right? Yeah, okay. I don't know that we need, yeah. Caddy file. We can get rid of that for now. But this needs to point to... Oh, this is why this probably needs to be here. Yeah, okay. So then the reverse proxy here. HTTP : / HTTP Anubis listen adder. Okay. We redid the service. That should be fine. Yep. Yeah, so I don't know that we have the root directory. Oh yeah, we definitely don't have a variable for it. Or do we? Host keys, repos, software. Oh, we have HG. Oh, because it goes in the HG user group. Okay, that's fine. Might not want to do it that way, but it's fine. So grab the bot policy. I think that's right. We'll find out. Pull the Anubis image, get the container. Okay, so then we set the Anubis listen directory, listen adder to 89 or to point to 8923 in the container. 8923. That should probably be that. But again, so we can't do this directly. Yeah, so Caddy's on the host. Anubis is in a container. HGKeeper's on the host. So we've got to get a little shitty with this, but that's okay. But so 189.23 should be what the other one's listening to. Right, so if we look, 189.23 goes to 89.23. Right, so we're going to do 189.22, I guess? Sure, why not? So Anubis is going to listen on that. I don't think this is used at all. Yeah, okay. So Anubis port can just go away. Alright, let's see what the fuck happens. That's the wrong thing. I gotta be over here. Check the whole damn thing at once. You just have to update all that shit with those deprecation warnings. I've got some of the playbooks updated, not all of them. I have everything committed. I've fallen so far behind on this shit. Like, you start working on something to get it done, and then or whatever. You run into a problem, you have to go fix it, and then you forget to commit because you fixed it. Now you can move on with the problem you're already trying to do. And yeah. Yak shaving level 999. Go. Oh, great. H-Keeper root door is undefined. Yep, okay. Hopefully that'll take care of all this. Also, why are we going through all the problems of, or all the hassle of doing this with Ansible? We have a document, because the Ansible code ends up becoming a document as to what the hell we actually did on these servers, right? So, like, if you try to look at a server and look at how you set it up 6 months after you set it up, good luck, right? If you can figure it out, you are a better op than I am. So, like, for example, when I took over the project, I also took over the servers. And it took me months to figure out everything that was running and where it was and how to reproduce it and shit like that. And it's just, yeah. Was a pain in the ass. Why do we have a private key for Anubis? I'm not saying we don't need it. I don't know. Huh. Okay. How do we generate this? Uh-huh. See below for details. Like there's some command. Okay, now this should do that. Right. Generate an ED255 property. You can use this command. This key generated from your browser. Well, let's not use that, which you have all seen. So I'm going to run this over here. Copy. Then Ansible, Vault, Edit, Inventory. Oh, or Pidgin, Vault. Oh, I think they changed the name of it. Anubis. What is it? What is the variable name? Like, that's not going to be in the Anubis docs. Issue keeper Anubis ED25519 private key hex. Blah. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any other private key. We're gonna comment this out. We should just run the Anubis task right now. It's fine. We'll let it do this, and we'll just remember to do it in the future. Attempt to remember to do it in the future. Did I spell it wrong? HKeeper Anubis ED25519. Oh, fuck. I said private key. Still beef stick. Good. Much faster iterations. Okay. Did I? Like, I don't understand. Oh, it's private key hacks. Son of a bitch. Instead of typing hacks, I typed key. That's what I did before. Ancient Keeper, Anubis, ED25519, private key hex is undefined. Well, I don't think this comment is a problem. Oh! Saving a file by Ansible edit, Ansible Vault edit, doesn't write the file. You have to exit for it to know that you're done. HTTP Docker network is undefined. We don't care about that. We're just running on the default network. That's fine. We don't care. But yeah, so what happens is Ansible Vault Edit spawns your editor, but it doesn't watch the file that changed, which is silly, but whatever. So it doesn't actually go and re-encrypt the file, or so whatever. It saves it to a temp file or something, and then when your editor exits, it then takes the temp file and encrypts it and puts it back to where it was. All right, with any luck, does it work? It's the end of the V8 and tastes kind of funny. It's not that old. It's like 2 weeks tops, I think. No, we're not gonna do it yet. All right. Does it work? We got Caddy and it loaded. Or not Caddy, whatever. We got Anubis and it loaded. Cool. Now, however, and I deleted the bot policies. Fuck. I don't know if all of our other stuff is gonna work. Well, I guess the easy way to test. Okay, so that's working. Vigil hasn't detected that we're off, that the service is down or anything. Let's see. That's 7, 6. What's up, Mr. Slater? I know I gave you no room because I haven't done shit today. It's not true. I was hoping to stream yesterday during the day, but that didn't happen for, I don't remember why, reasons. This has been a busy weekend, so it's just, shit hasn't happened. Hey, Coding with Strangers, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Hope your stream went well. I haven't caught your stream in a while. What have you been up to? Did I copy your name? Nope, I did not copy your name. Oh, like I started typing it, and I was like, that's dumb. I should copy it. Because then I won't make a typo. But welcome everyone from Coding with Strangers stream. My name is Gary Kramlich. I'm the lead developer of Pidgin Instant Messenger. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you've used it, maybe you used to use it, maybe you know by its old name of game, or the new game. Anyways, tonight we are we are blocking AI web crawlers from Southeastern Asia that give no fucks to any rules on the internet, or, you know, any internet etiquette from destroying our code hosting server. So yeah, you're working on some editing and brainstorming of a nail spot website. Nice, nice, cool. Yeah, that's cool. Always good to find a way to make money and not have to, you know, get screwed over by AI bots. So we ended up, we're redeploying Anubis again. Yeah, like this isn't much, but like for a code hosting website that's self-hosted, you know, you're getting wrecked because of this. So yeah. So looking for grep minus I issue. It says issue challenge, I think. Yeah. So yep, this is it. Issuing challenges. Just yep. All you bots do work. Prove that you're real, and then we'll give you the site. But yeah. So like with the code hosting site, when people start requesting the history of files and like doing like the annotate on it or the blame, if you know it that way, or the log of a file that's in a repository that's been around for 20 years, it's a very, very expensive lookup. So when you get this level of traffic, it takes the whole damn system down because it takes a while, regardless of what version control system you're on. Going through 20 years of history is a lot, right? So yeah, and you know, there's one, I don't like, is there actually an Apple bot? I'm guessing not, because the version is 0.1, right? Applebot 0.1, apple.com/go applebot. Like this, this can't be real, right? It gives an empty page back, right? Moved permanently, location, oh, HTTPS. Moved permanently. Where's the location? Yeah, like this is all just bullshit, right? They're trying to make it look like they're Apple, but they're not. You think it's a crawler for Siri? With a 0.1 version in the tag? That seems weird. Like maybe, but like the Applebot user agent. Like maybe it's true, right? Okay, yeah, I guess that's true, right? It's on their website. So, all right, fair enough. Yeah, it's very possible that it's not actually Apple. I mean, it's possible it is Apple, but it's also possible it's not Apple. But they just kept sitting and getting the meta refresh page, and like they just kept eating that one and just like, okay, cool. So yeah, I don't know. Where the hell's the terminal with that? Yeah, it had to be this one. Right, but yeah, we're just. So actually, wait, hold on. So wait, Apple said they come from. The host command can be used to determine if IP address as part of the Applebot. These examples show the host commands and its results. That's the host command can also. Oh, because they're doing a reverse lookup on it. Traffic coming from Apple is generally identified by reverse DNS and applebot.apple.com. Okay, so they're using reverse DNS to prove their stuff, right? So this is exported for this guy, whoever the hell this is. I'm going to bet this doesn't belong to Apple. So for starters, this address... Oh, it's in Aaron, though. Oh, maybe this is actually Apple. So it's very possible Applebot was actually here. Yeah, okay. So this is the legitimate Applebot. But the problem is everybody else that's here right now, that it, like, Applebot was still running, even with the cookie change, for whatever reason. I'm not sure how they were working around that, but whatever. But, you know, there's a whole bunch of other stuff here that's just like, this is, no, it's Applebot again. Applebot. I think this is just showing me who's getting challenged too. Not necessarily who's actually doing work. But you can see, like, our HTOP now looks way better than it did before, right? Like, now the site is actually on and active, and it's just, yep. Doesn't matter. We don't care. Thought if you just kept eating it, it'd be more inclined to think it's real. AI scrapers are more likely nope out if they see you're being defensive from your... in my experience, they don't give any fucks. Like, I've shut down a site for a day and turned it back on, and they came back like almost instantly, and you're just like, dude, fuck off. But keep in mind, like, I'm not talking about OpenAI, Claude, or Anthropic. I'm not talking about any of them. The problem ones right now are all of these IP addresses come from APNIC, so Southeastern Asia, or just Asia in general, or Asia Pacific networks, right? That's where all the addresses are. That's the numbering authority that all of these addresses belong to. They come from APNIC, right? So, like, there's no reason why Apple or Anthropic or OpenAI or even Microsoft or Google would hit a US website from an APNIC IP address, or from a site hosted in the US from an APNIC address. There's just no reason to do it, right? They would use a local hop and go from there because they want faster response, right? They don't want to waste their compute time by waiting for network to go trans-Pacific, right? So it's just, yeah. Like, generally, you know, that doesn't matter, but when you're doing millions of requests per second to catalog the net and everything, yeah, those extra milliseconds to traverse the Pacific are not what you want to deal with. But yeah, so that actually looks like the real Applebot, and now it's failing all over the place here. And now maybe the bot's fucked off because I put Anubis up. I don't know. So, all right, well, that took care of that. Sweet. But yeah, this is, yeah, this is one of the reasons why I just, like, I don't know. The people that seem to be so gung-ho and happy about AI don't seem to understand at all what it's doing to the internet. And it boggles my mind. Like, there's parts of, a while back, like Anthropic was hit. Like, no, that's what it was. Yeah. So I created game.iamfreedom.org, a new domain, never existed before. In 8 hours, Anthropic found it. It wasn't mentioned anywhere on the internet. Anthropic somehow found it. Like, it was brand new. I hadn't even had a website up on it or anything, but I had fucking ClaudeBot request on it. And I'm like, how? Like, are you guys just randomly trying fucking host? Like, it didn't exist anywhere. Or like, or do they somehow get DNS propagation from me somehow? I don't know, right? But like, I created the site. I didn't even link anybody to it. I didn't announce it anywhere. And I had Claude traffic in 8 hours. And you're just like, what? Like, it's absolutely insane. And then everyone's like, oh, just use Cloudflare, use Cloudflare, use Cloudflare. Great, yeah. This is before the raid too, but I shared this before the raid. And like, that can't be the, oh shit, hold on. I gave you the shit link. I gave you the YouTube safe link. No, because I just copied out of YouTube. That's the link. Well, it's not even training their AI. In this blog post from them, they admit that they look at the traffic that they terminate. Right? They're saying the quiet part out loud that nobody realizes that, okay, end user to Cloudflare, encrypted with TLS. Cloudflare to your backend, encrypted with different TLS, which means TLS truncated, TLS renegotiated. Or TLS truncated, TLS renegotiated. They can see everything right here. They can see it all. Why? Why would you subject your users to that? Oh, because it gets rid of the bots for me. What? Okay, sure. But better, why would you pay them for this? And they'll be like, well, they only did it for the free tier. You think they're not, like, okay, this experiment in this blog post was only about the free tier. You think they're not looking at the paid tier too? Get the fuck out of here. Better read your terms of services. Fuck. And even then, their terms of services and privacy policy. I'm sure. Yeah, it just. People use Cloudflare. Use Cloudflare. Cloudflare would do. Oh my god. Fuck, man. This is why the internet is dying. Everyone's like, yeah, just let somebody do it, and they just give away everything as part of it too, and it's just absolutely insane. But yeah, the best part is they still have this blog post up. Pretty much Anubis. There's a couple other options that are out there too. But yeah, it's like nobody's really fighting it. There was another thing. I can't remember what it's called. There was another bot blocking tool a while ago before Anubis, before all of this. Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. But like a bunch of people have come up with a bunch of different solutions and stuff like that too. Like up until yesterday morning, my simple, what broke in my setup and why we had to go back to Anubis was that I just had a simple caddy config that checked to make sure that you had a cookie that was only set by, could only be set if you were able to process JavaScript. And they somehow, I guess they decided that they were just going to run any JavaScript now. And that's how they were going to get past it, which it makes sense, right? But, yep, there you go. Like, it is what it is. It's stupid. But, yeah. It's just such a fucking pain, man. So, but, yeah. This looks good. Everything's here is fine. And, yep. I'm sighing because I literally just shared this again. If you are using Cloudflare, you need to realize that you're sharing every single data about every single request with them, and they admit to that in this post without saying it. So why would you subject you and your users to that? Even if it's just static data, you're still giving Cloudflare all that information. And just, no, just don't. Not to mention that Cloudflare is, a single point of failure. It's also a single point of surveillance, and they can see everything in the clear. So just stop. And it's not half the internet, but with so much of the internet behind Cloudflare, a single outage for them, which, to their credit, they've been good with, but a single outage just takes out so much of the internet, and that's not the way the internet was ever supposed to work. And it's just don't. How you manually remove a bunch of AI bots? What do you do if it comes in as 1,000 requests? You've got to use something. You've got to do rate limiting or something. I mean, it depends on the scenario and the case. Like right now, redeploying Anubis for us took care of it. Cool, right? But the thing is, like, so many people will be like, well, to block the AI bots, you should just be able to do it at the firewall and block the IP address. Yeah, I tried that. And I tried doing it by hand. And I had so much of Alibaba Cloud blocked by IP tables, I was losing track of which automated system numbers I hadn't blocked. And it's just, yeah. Where I think Anubis is doing this by default too, where it's just going for that stuff and killing it that way. It's just, it's a pain in the ass, right? And again, I'll reiterate too, right? So like a lot of people are thinking when I say AI bots, I'm talking about Anthropic or ChatGPT or whatever, the Gemini bot, whatever, right? Those crawlers. These aren't those crawlers, right? Those crawlers are actually ran by companies that are trying to, at least pretending to be reputable. The majority of the addresses I get hit with are all from APNIC, which is the Asia Pacific number, what the hell does it stand for? Asia Pacific Network Information Center. So in the US, we have ARIN, the American something numbering center, number information center, something like that. And these are all the people that like, I spelled it wrong. American Registry for Internet Numbers. Right, and then there's RIPE Internet. But so like when you have an IP address, that IP address actually belongs to your ISP, to your internet service provider, right? The internet service providers buy their IP addresses just like data centers do from, or not buy, but they are assigned IP addresses from one of these numbering authorities, right? So RIPE, APNIC, AFNIC, ARIN, I forget the other ones, there's a bunch of them. They all have certain blocks of the IPv4 address space as well as the IPv6 address space. And then they can assign them to whoever, right? They can, I don't know if they lease them. I don't know if you have to pay for them. I don't know. I have no idea. Right. But then, so IPv4 run out, or we're running out yet. Yeah, but you know, so all this matters, right? So like, if we go and look at, okay. So hold on. So if we go back here. Right, so this is Applebot's IP address, right? So if we do a whois on it, whois is a tool to like look up domain address, to look up domain names as well as IP addresses, and we'll see that we got a response from ARIN, right? So this is the American resource and no whatever the hell it stands for, right? So we see that the net range for this is 17.0.0.0 to 1. Oh, right, okay, right. That seems wrong, but okay. So this is a /8 network that Apple has. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm being confused, right? So Apple has 17.0.0.0 to 17.255.255.255, right? That's a huge block of address space, right? So what you end up doing is you can tell IP tables and stuff to block everything from either a CIDR or you have to do it this way. And then you just block that entire address space because that's what you end up doing because these AI crawler bots out of APNIC, they're like, you block one IP address and they just move to the next one, right? So like I was blocking /12s at a time, right? So that's, this number didn't change. And then the first 4 bits of this number didn't change. Everything else was available. I was blocking /12s and still getting absolutely hammered trying to go that route. It's just, yeah. So, well, they did multiple subnet method and keeper. Yeah, that's what they do. It's literally what they do. So, what am I utilizing for my system stuff? Right now we have Anubis deployed. We just redeployed Anubis. If Anubis and other proof of work things are only options, I may as well just not bother doing progressive enhancements. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels, right? And I'm not sure how to say your name. Is it... Yeah, let me know. Is it the Yagich or they Agich? Agich? I don't, whatever, let me know. BMT says, just woke up, saw me on. Cursory glance at the text where I misread all punks. Yeah, no. AI punks. Yeah, we're getting destroyed by AI bots again. Just call you Yag? Okay, cool. So yeah. Getting hit by AI bots, yay, another fun day. Okay, cool. The machine looks alright, though. But yeah, I have too much running on this machine is the other problem. Not Docker logs. Journal, control. I like, there's stuff I need to do in HD Keeper as well to fix some of the stuff, right? But HD Keeper is nice and happy. It's okay, right? This is, oh no, yeah, Googlebot puts Nexus 5X in the user agent string for some reason. Right? Oh, look at that. Somebody actually requested robots.txt. So I asked in a Discord room for a security people in their blue team rule. And someone's like, have you tried using a robots.txt? And I'm just like, like, yeah. Like, when you get to the point where you have to block AI bots, a robots.txt file doesn't matter. Like, at all. They requested it again? From the same IP address. What was the difference here? 550. About a minute. Are they gonna just keep requesting it until I allow them? Just. Yeah, we're getting AI'd again. Well, we were. you don't see much of it now. Okay, that's what's it called? Team City, checking repositories for updates. Okay, whatever, that's all fine. But so we've got Anubis back in front of this. And again, this isn't too heavy of a load for a normal site. For a code hosting site, this is a lot, right? But for a self-hosted code hosting site, this is a lot, right? Right. Okay. So this is trying to request this file at this revision, which is not the head revision. Most people aren't going to care about that, right? This is trying to get the track footer from what? That should not even be there. Like, I'm pretty sure that file doesn't exist. If it does, it's really weird that it's there. Oh, it is there. Okay. Like, this seems like the wrong repo for this, but okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't know why the track... Wait, there's... It's 2 bytes? It's 2 new lines. Yep. So the home conversations thing, it's just quotes that randomly happen in the chat room. We've deleted it in Pidgin 3 because none of the people are here anymore. Like, if you're from the old internet and know what bash.org was, where it was quotes from IRC rooms, that's essentially what Game's Funniest Home Combos was. Just, it was our own copy that was a static file. Yeah, like, just, there's no point to grabbing this. No, AI just wants everything for everything. Because you cannot satiate it. It's a glutton for any data. Like, we had to put Anubis in front of our code review site because AI was destroying that as well. And it's just... Also, people can use natural language stuff to search for shit, to get answers to stuff that's wrong and hallucinates. Hallucinates, what a great word for completely wrong. Just... But hey, bro, why don't you vibe code? Why don't you do it on your next throwaway project about code you don't care? Make it... Oh, When was this revision? For the README. Oh, I'm in the... That didn't actually make it into the repo. Yep, I'm sure somebody really needed to read the README from 16 years ago. One man's hallucination is another man's universe traveling. I guess, sure. Like, AI is not even remotely close to being sentient. And like, they have to call it hallucinations to make you believe that it's sentient. But it's not. It's not even remotely close. But yeah, it's just... How much power and just resources in general are wasted on this nonsense to get the README from this? Just... Yep. That was so important that we had to make a web request for it to get this 16-year-old document. Like... Just, it absolutely boggles my mind, man. Now, let's get rid of Applebot. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, I probably need to do this. Okay. Who's this jerk? AP Nick, right? All right. So who's this? Who's this IP actually belong to? Let's look at the whole who is. All right. So if you wanted to block them, you'd probably just block the whole address range. There's no CIDR in here. The format of this is up to the registrar. They can do whatever they want, or whoever controls the IP address or whatever. X limited, I guess. Yeah, okay. So some company name, oh, that looks Indian-ish, somewhere around India. Right, but so their IP block range, oh, this is only a /C, right? So 0 to 255, right? But that's 255 addresses to block. If you're gonna block them. Right, and like it's just you're just gonna get this again and again. 43 AP Nick again, Ace Phil, whatever. This is fuck, what is that? I don't even know what that range is. But that's a huge, it's like a /12 or /13, right? 160 to 175. My subnetting's not that good to know off the top of my head. Right? But like, all right, well, their cloud or whatever address range, you have to go block a huge portion of the internet because of somebody's fucking AI crawler bot. And it's just... Welcome to the internet in 2026. I shouldn't say 2026. For the last couple of years, it's been this way. And it's just absolutely absurd, man. When you're sober, good to hear. Congratulations. Guys, I'm not ever going to use fucking Cloudflare. Asking an open source project to use Cloudflare is just stupid. Like, just think about that. Like, open source is supposed to, you know, make things available to everyone and free and blah, blah, blah. Why the fuck would we give somebody all the information about all of our users to Cloudflare? Good, then reverse engineer them. But also, you should go and read this. Were you here for this post? I don't know that you were here for this post. Like, Cloudflare says a quiet part out loud and admits to, not directly, but they admit to reading traffic that goes through them, right? Because, so, okay, your user, your backend, Cloudflare's here. HTTP doesn't have an end-to-end encryption. And that wouldn't work for Cloudflare to do their stuff anyways. So, there's TLS from here, Cloudflare truncates it, and then reestablishes a new TLS connection over here to your backend. Which means they see everything in the clear. Everything. Because that's just the way Cloudflare works. That's how a reverse proxy works. Doesn't matter if it's post-quantum or not. Like, it is literally, they are literally reading all of the data right now, today. And you're telling me to go use them. Yeah, I mean, by definition, a reverse proxy is a, well, most people call it man in the middle. I've taken to calling it monster in the middle now, because that's more appropriate. But yeah, just Cloudflare can literally see all of the traffic everywhere. Yeah, you asked if I used it, which is still just no. Why? No self-respecting open source project would ever use Cloudflare willingly. Or let me rephrase that. No open source project that gives a fuck about their users would ever use Cloudflare. Or if they do, they don't understand how Cloudflare works, right? Or how a reverse proxy works, which raises all sorts of other questions, but that is what it is. I mean, if you think it's so easy to open source Cloudflare, I mean, go knock yourself out. But that's roughly what Anubis does, right? The Cloudflare stuff is, you know, it pops up a dialogue and you have to hit the little fucking button to say, I'm a human. And that's how Cloudflare does it. Anubis tries to do it by forcing the browser to do work and detect that the other side is a bot or not. All right, I don't know if you can hear me or not because of ads, but I'm going to guess we don't have the same level of open source. Yeah, Rukai hasn't done anything in Pidgin in a while. But we got to go get his code. Look at all these rejections, right? Every one of these would be a huge lookup in Mercurial for this. And even if it was a Git would still have problems with this. It's just, it's just nuts. That's absolutely absurd. Welcome to the modern internet. It's increasing too. Look at this. I don't have a dashboard or anything set up for the request here. I need to get that done. I'm not answering that question. It's personal preference. Like, if you go try another version control system and then tell me if you think Git got it right. Just, but that's not a topic I'd get into because I can't explain all of the reasons in my lifetime every time everybody asks that fucking question, right? The short answer is Git is a fucking travesty of a user interface. That's the starters. You'll get WABs involved? Okay, sure, knock yourself out, whatever. Oh, wait. I'm thinking Weeb. Wabs? Are you talking Wabs the pigeon person? There was a pigeon person named Wabs, although I can't recall what they did or what they worked on. Right? I think so. Of course, I can't search this. You talking about this Wabs? Choose a name. Let's see. Oh, I should have put the revision in here. Yeah? Okay. I don't think I ever knew Wabs that well. Or are you Wabs? Shit, was it all lower or not? I don't remember. Yep. No. Okay. Freedom Dow. I've been fighting this problem for 3 fucking years. You are not going to solve it by randomly guessing. I don't like people. Oh, well, maybe you haven't tried the simple thing. Okay, sure. He was top dog at Yahoo, Sydney? Really? Okay. Oh. I don't think I interacted with him much. And it looks like he's working on Finch, and I never used Finch much myself. So, yeah. Alright, well, whatever. If you want to get Wabs involved, get Wabs involved. Knock yourself out. Alright, how are we doing here? Yep, they're still just increasing and going nuts. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. No, you know, you're fine, you're fine. But, look at this. Like, this is all blocked traffic. Right? I think, right? Message, new... Wait. Okay, yeah, so it's calling the issue challenge function. New yeah, okay, so... Grab... New... Right? This is all just actual challenges from hits coming through. Just... unreal, man. Unreal. Say people can't and they won't help? Huh? That works today. Get him a 4 simulation. Sure. Yeah, that sounds totally usable. But so here, let's do this. Oh, no, we don't want that. We want to do, fuck, how are we gonna do this? Is this gonna work? Valid reference /1. Nope. How the fuck did I do this? Oh, I gotta do like extended support or something, right? No, what is it? Yeah, I think I have to do extended to get a group. Alright. How do I make this not greedy? Or less greedy? I guess we just run it through set again. What was the problem? Oh. Nope. What the fuck? We want them at... Oh. Doing these kinds of... How am I doing with bot crawlers? So, before, we used to... I don't have it handy anymore. Actually, maybe I do. Oh, no, it should be gone now. This should be fine, but let's look. Yeah, okay. So before we were doing those, we had a caddy config that if you weren't on our allow list, and you didn't send us a cookie, we would send you back a plain HTML file with some inline JavaScript that forced you to write the cookie to verify that you had JavaScript support. And then if you didn't have that, then, you know, the page didn't load. You just kept getting that cookie page. And then, but apparently yesterday at 5:50 in the morning, actually specifically Friday at 5:50 in the morning our time, is when we first lost some of our services. I forgot about it until now. I don't know if this is Java. Is this JSON? And at that point, or whatever, so I just saw it again and was like, oh shit, we need to go look at this. Oh, that does look like, yeah, okay, good call. No, you gotta do like dot something. Nope. I forget how to use JQ. But yeah, so anyways, it was a matter of, all right, does anybody have any new tech for this? No, it doesn't look like it. So then it was, okay, I guess we're going to redeploy Anubis, which we had previously, but I turned off a while ago because I was having issues with bots getting past it and stuff like that. But now looking at it, maybe I just had an old version. I don't remember. Is this actually at the time? Oh, I guess we can just do this. Give me this. JSON, pretty. Okay, yeah, so it should just be X real IP. Why isn't this working, though? I have to do this because it's got dashes and shit? What the fuck? X/0 is not defined at top level. What does that even mean, JQ? Oh, what? Fucking hell. Fucking JQ. Alright, no. What? That is how you use timeout, right? I don't use this often. Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong arguments. I thought it was just, yeah, you just give it a duration. You don't, oh, kill, we'll send a kill signal. Okay, yeah. I thought the duration could be... Duration is a floating point number with an optional suffix, S for seconds, M for minutes, H for hour. What the fuck? Right, so timeout -5, Docker logs, blah, blah, blah. Jesus Christ. I had it in the wrong spot. Okay. Now that we found my fuck up. No. No, what the hell? Why are you? Oh, because the dash dash. Okay. So we're just going to let this run for 5 minutes. And then we're going to see how many IP addresses we're going to sort. And then go to unique -C, and we're going to see how many of these addresses go often. Although, why do we have no output here? Like, T should have just output everything for us. We've got 4K worth of data already. That's weird. That's exactly 4K. Nope. Yeah, like... Well, let's let this actually go. Or let it go the whole 5 minutes. So, at 6:23 UTC. But, like, how do you block this, right? This wasn't even a whole lot of IP addresses. I just overwrote the file. They're just incrementing through their address space. Yeah, go ahead. Have fun with the firewall with that. Blocking all them IP addresses. It seems like it'll work just fine. Just... and they're not necessarily incrementing through it. What probably happened... Best solutions air gapped? Yeah, pretty much. Like the what's most likely happening is they rented a bunch of machines on a cloud provider, right? And they're working off of a message queue, right? And you know that's why the addresses keep changing stuff all the time. That's the most likely way that they're doing it. But yeah. Speaker says, someone beginning IT, I think you are the force of nature who in the world can handle a single big project fully fighting and building improvement for almost 20 years. Okay, cool, thank you. Look up to me. Yeah, I mean, we try, but like, here's the thing about looking up to people. Like, people are fallible. They make all sorts of crazy, stupid things. Now, I'm not saying I'm doing anything crazy or illegal or anything, but like, I don't know. When I was a young, impressionable kid in my early 20s, I used to look up to Stallman and even Torvalds. And now it's just like, ew, right? You hear about the things RMS does and things he has done, and you're just like, gross. And then Linus has done a bunch of just, I don't know, he yells a lot, and people seem to be okay with it, and it's just, yeah, right? And it's just like, I don't know. For me, it's a matter of look for the impact and look up to the impact, but don't look up to the person because the person's fallible and they're probably going to let you down. It's just, yeah. Seth Wabb's brother, ask him to help again. Oh boy. Okay. Maybe what you ought to work on is Pidgin IM instead of Pidgin. I mean, there's already an RFC for that. RFC 1149. It's already been done. In 1990 even. That damn spec is 36 years old. What did I say the time is going to be at? 6:23 UTC? I think. Yeah, well, I mean, just Pidgin will work over that because it's an IP stack. Back then, jokes were really good. Yeah. Like, I don't need to write a new messaging software because it's IP. It's just instead of, you know, being Ethernet or fiber, it's avian carrier, and same thing. That's why we have specs like IP. So that the transport doesn't matter. This layer of the physical layer of the OSI model here, layer 1, just happens to be avian carrier. That's fine. Teach pigeons how to plug in Ethernet cables. I don't see why they couldn't, but you'd have better luck with crows. I assume you'd have better luck with crows, I should say. Is this dead yet? Ravens are even better? Okay. Like, I'm not very clear on what the difference are between ravens and crows. I'm pretty sure they are different. I don't know the difference. Is this actually done? I said 6:23, right? Okay, there. That actually terminated. So in 5 minutes, we had 745 requests. Again, this isn't a lot, right? That's 150-ish, not even a minute, right? That's not a lot of requests. It's really not. The problem is when you're hitting a version control database and you have a ton of IO because you have to look through history and rebuild things, that's where it becomes a problem, right? But so let's do our sort. Bot IPs, pipe to unique minus C, pipe to sort minus R or minus N. So only one address was used 5 times, 3 were used 4 times, a whole bunch were used 3 times, but then the vast majority of these 745 requests all came from unique IP addresses. Now, you can see they're all in the same net blocks, right? All right, let's grab this one. Oh, this is Apple, right? So Apple's even doing this shit, you fuckers. All right, they're just blah. You're right, 17. Yeah, 17 is Apple. All of these are Apple. Right? And like, they've been okay with crawling. They've been okay. It hasn't been a big deal. But all of these are Apple. And they're all... we are just looking at how the AI bots are destroying our code hosting. We've since gotten Anubis redeployed to tell the bots to fuck off. But, oh, Apple did reuse some addresses too. Yep. Just remember, all these are fucking Apple. All right, let's grab one that's not Apple. Or is there another block that has similar IPs? Because like this could be a viewer or something, right? Okay, this is not Apple. And 123.23, that's at least a class B maybe. Oh, color me surprised, AP Nick. right? This one's from Vietnam. That was 135, yeah. Right, this one's also from Vietnam. Let me just leave that one open. But yeah, this is just the absolute nonsense, right? We don't have a whole lot of reuses here, but I don't know, let's see. 103, 108. APNIC, BKB network. No idea who they are. Their address range is 108.90. Okay, so just a class C for this one. What about 116? What was this? BKD something? Or BKB? GoldenNet. Or GoldieNet, whatever you want to call it. APNIC, right? So, like, the problem is these AI bots, these aren't the AI bots that are, like, from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, etc., right? These are, like, people building their own AI bots and just not giving any shits about any rules or any etiquette on the internet, and they will just steamroll your site. And they don't care, right? Because they're trying to make money and, you know, trying to do things. They're trying to make fast money, not make long-term money. And, you know, when that happens, all the rules and everything just go out the fucking window. They just don't care, right? So that's a /25 or /23 rather. But again, APNIC. This one, what's the country? What country code is BD? Never had to nor tried to contact the abuse email addresses. I have no idea. Oh, Bangladesh. There we go. Okay, thank you. I'm right. So it's just this is all the crap on the internet that people don't realize actually happens or anything, right? And you know, it is what it is. And yeah. But so these are all IP addresses that Anubis has flagged to say, hey, you need to pass a challenge before we give you the page, right? Vodafone, Delhi, yeah. So there's a bunch coming out of India now, or India area, I should say. I'm by no means a geography expert and very, very poor knowledge when it comes to Africa and Asia. I almost said Russia. It's like that's not the continent name at all. Steamroll is just like, so like a steam roller is what they use to like level the ground or level pavement when they're putting a road in. So to steamroll something is to basically just roll over everything with little regard for what's there or everything, because you're just going to flatten it and make it do what you need it to do, right? So, okay, defeat comprehensively or easily of a government or other authority, forcibly pass a measure by restricting debate or otherwise overriding opposition, right? These people, they don't care about any of the rules. They don't care about 429 error codes. They just fucking go and keep going, right? It's literally like a loop that, like, it's basically like for, I don't know, X in sequence 1 to 1,000,000, do curl, https, google.com/ done. Right? This is essentially, oh, hold on. This is, oh no. No. Let's try to generate all those numbers.